time we had a talk. After COVID and all the illness and the flu season and all that other stuff, how many of you made a resolve, like you decided it's time to get your health together? I know, typically on a Monday, I don't talk about health, but I don't know if you forgot, but that's what I do also. So my question to you is, what are you waiting for? We just went through a crazy global pandemic, and many of us are still living the same life we were living. I know. Take a moment to get back on your feet. I understand displacement of work, business. I got it. Lost a relationship, gained relationship, all those things. I know. But at the end of the day, the only person that's still here is you. And whether or not you continue in this life, not just living, I hope you do, but vibrant, actually showing up, is really a matter of what you choose to do to take care of your body. Now, I know many people make good plans to start the new year out ready to go, and you probably have yours too. That's great. I applaud you for it. But my question is, what are you doing today? Because here's the deal. You're not promised tomorrow. This is not a grim Monday. This is just a real Monday. And I need to know that you are thinking about, what am I going to do to make a difference? How are you going to change your eating? Now, don't get me wrong, it's the holiday season. Everybody wants really great food. I got it. But what in the world does that have to do with your dreams, your goals, your passion, and making it through? I know. Someone always says, well, everything in moderation. Well, that's not completely true, because it's this time of the year where most of us are sick. In fact, I wasn't taking care of myself too good, and I had to make some changes and clean my diet back up and get my greens going again and get my water back up, because I'd gotten comfortable. I'd gotten lazy. So today I just want to challenge you. When are you getting back in the game? I've got some things coming up that you can avail yourself to if you'd like, in terms of wellness tools and programs and all that. That's great. But the real question is, when are you going to make the resolve? When are you going to decide? What's in the way? What's in the way from you doing something right now? I know those of you who are, I applaud you. Find a buddy. Bring them along with you. You can't make them, but why not try? But for those of you who have not made a commitment, you're still sitting around, or your tummy's still bigger than what it needs to be, and or you're feeling lethargic when you wake up in the morning, or those silent things like you're constantly in a bad mood or you got a bad attitude. Diet impacts that. You've got acid reflux on a regular basis. Diet impacts that. Your sleep is crappy and you're not getting good rest. Diet and wellness impacts that. You're feeling aches in your joints and your bones. Diet impacts that too. Or maybe you just need to do better. And what I mean by better, it's not like you're doing something bad, but I mean like you really want to spend more time working on your business. You want to spend more time being alert with your family and people that you love. You want to vacation. There are things you want to do, but you just don't have the energy to do that. That's a diet thing too. So to kick off this new season, this season between now and the beginning of the year and the early part of the year, well, I'll probably spend more time talking about wellness. I just want to remind you that you're worth it. You're worth it. So many of my friends and myself, we've had a lot of real conversations lately about how we put ourselves on the back burner. Those days are gone. Because there's nothing you're doing that's more important than your health. Nothing. Not with a loved one, not earning a dollar, not going somewhere doing this or that. You see, in America, we've been deceived, grossly deceived, that working more means we get more. But the statistics show us that, number one, we're losing over $400 billion annually because we're not getting enough rest. How does that show up in your life? Is that because you're making mistakes you probably shouldn't have made? Is that because now you're losing a relationship that you've invested in and now you've got to pay damages around that? Is that because perhaps you've caused some problems, because you didn't take care of some things, now you got fees that you've got to pay? Like, there is a culminating effect around us not taking care of ourselves. So today, just decide. You're more than worth it. help yourself along the way. This is the Monday Moment.